Were you dancing and singing outside of the street?
Just for those my age that maybe are watching this and wouldn't know that. And then I think I phrased it like almost exactly like so. I said, there was a performative quality to that performance in that movie that I have not seen in any of your other films, and I'm curious if that was the director that led you in that direction, or if it certainly has been the project that has resonated with audiences the most, and of everything I've done is the most wholesome piece of work that I'm most proud of. Questions at the table read, to which Luca had answers, to which Michael was satisfied in response. Like, I'd never seen that. Most actors are like myself. You know, you ask a question, you get an answer, you're like, okay, I can like kind of, all right, I can make sense of that. And Michael would ask a question at the table read, and Luca would give an answer, and Michael would go, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you, you know? And I'd be like, what? I wanted to go into more independent cinema because he felt like he was being, with great financial support by way of commercialism or advertising, whatever, being put on a pedestal to be like the next golden boy. Because like I said, you want to keep yourself open and sensitive when you're working, at least I try to. But you have to, and that can be, this can be not, I feel like, apparent at a young age, but there has to be like professional you, work you, thick skin, ready to get whatever note really comes at you. And then there's personal you, which you protect and helps you protect the work you, and I think you keep those things separate in there. So if I want my mom, all love to mom. She's probably definitely watching this. Yeah, but she's probably definitely watching this. She's probably definitely watching this. A gravitational force comes out of nowhere and knocks me out of the chair, and I fall back. My first feeling is the feeling I've been feeling a lot lately, was being totally overwhelmed. Almost mechanical things that I had to learn. I just literally had to get good at the piano. If we had shot this movie the day I stepped off the plane from New York, it'd be like the energy I have right now. It's like all over the place. And as much as it was a process of becoming the character, there's the equivalent process of chipping away at the things of yourself, chipping away at the things of yourself, chipping away that don't make sense for the movie. The first lesson would be, when you love, love wholly, love unabashedly, give yourself. To suffer is right. And if you are feeling in any kind of way shitty or bad when you're suffering or you're in heartbreak or you're grieving, you're doing it the right way. Don't lose sight of how special this project is, and the idea of that it was independently made. It was made for the fans of the book, and it was made to create a piece of art for the world to be given. The idea of the reception we've been getting was never part of the plan. There was no design to it. It's really gratefully accepted, but that's not why we did it. And I think his encouragement, his advice often for me has been, stick to that. The rap idol for me sits in a totally different world than the garbage I was doing or trying to do. And for the improv, you're so fucking excellent in this movie, and everyone is so natural. Now, and that was the other thing I was gonna ask you about today, because certainly I think of one of my favorite Key and Peele sketches, and they're all subtle, but I guess there's humor in Get Out that I found to be even more subtle than what the sketch comedy was. So, and was there ever a clear direction in the rehearsal process? Did he ever say to you, this is all supposed to be like real life? This is just supposed to be grounded in reality? Or like Birth of a Nation or things like Lone Ranger. Mm-hmm. And, sorry, I'm being a little rambly, but I wanted to say this before too. What's nice about doing all this stuff for the first time with this film, I was talking about this with one of my best friends recently, and doing the press stuff around it like this is, I don't feel like I am making a leap when I'm presenting myself. I'm not in service to the commercial or whatever property is that I'm playing, but rather this is, this is like who I am or something, or at least that's who I am today. So, if that makes any sense. By the way, that's one of the scenes in Miss Stevens I watch, and I go, bring it in, Timmy, bring it in. Stop it, stop, bring it in. Dope. The projects there that people don't see, so to have something that really clicks and works, I mean, that's why I'm happy every time we do an interview for this movie, and I'm trying to savor it, because I know it's not always like this on this side of the things, and as an audience member, it's not every time you go see a movie, and certainly this isn't everybody's reaction, but it's some people's reactions when you have some sort of visceral response. Thanks. Cool.